Okay, so I already started this video once and I got messed up, so I need to remember where I was at. No, I need to just start over and try not to think about it as if I have already talked to you. That's where I'm at in my head. Okay, so I was going to start this video with, look at my hair. That's crazy. All right, with the good news and bad news kind of statement, but then I was thinking, and it's not really bad news. It's just kind of, I guess it's information, and if I chose to be negative about it, it could be bad news, but I'm gonna choose not to. No, it's not just choice. It's like, it's not really bad news. I think it would have been at one point, and I would have let it derail me, but I'm gonna try not to let any of that seep in. So we'll just get started. I weighed in today and I lost 0.2. 0.2. So that puts me at 52.1, which sounds good, but isn't really that impressive when you think about the fact that I was at 51.9 last week. So, now, that's a small loss, but any loss is a good loss. And especially after this week. This week was a rough week. Not rough in like the, oh my god, I want to eat everything. Not like, I want to quit. I'm so hungry. None of those kind of things. Just a Halloween. I had a piece of cake. Not a big piece of cake, but like a tiny little piece of cake. But still, that kind of, and I used a bunch of points. I went out and had drinks. And then I used a bunch of points on Halloween, and it was like almost all of my extra points were gone. And so the whole week was just kind of thrown off and a little bit lackadaisical. I didn't really have the best motivation. I knew I should be doing more, but I just kind of couldn't make myself. So losing 0.2 is actually really good news. And I could be upset about it, like, oh, well, hell, I stuck to my points and I only lost 0.2. But then again, I didn't really do much, and I didn't work hard, and nothing works unless you do, so I can't be upset, really. So that's one that could be bad news and could have upset me, but instead it's just like, hey, thank God that I lost something, and let's just do better next week. The next thing is that I'm not going to be doing NaNoWriMo, because I think that is part of my problem this week, along with using all the points in the beginning. And that's because I am very well aware that, like, I only have so much attention span and only have so much willpower. And I think that I really managed to harness like a deeper willpower to like do so well so far. And that by splitting it to use it also to push through the novel writing month, I kind of lost my focus. And so instead of getting the writing that I want to get done, I sucked at that. And instead of eating 100% correctly, I sucked at that. And instead of working out 100%, I sucked at that. And instead of making my videos, because there was no video for weight loss this week, I sucked at that. And I think I kind of learned what I already knew, which is that I can't spread myself too thin or everything suffers. It's kind of like, I know, like, I just shut things down. If I know that I don't have the money for a bill, instead of trying to figure out a way to work it out, I just don't open the bill. And that's not good. That's just avoiding, and it doesn't change the problem. So I think that, like, I definitely this week stopped opening the bill when it came to weight loss and everything else. It was just like, hell, I can't get it done, so I'm not going to. Thank God. And very, 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 by the skin of my teeth, I got my 3 workouts in. But they were lame excuses of workouts. And I didn't even get them done until like Thursday and Friday. Seriously? That sucks. Seriously? Come on. So, like I said, I think I just stopped opening the bill. I stopped opening the envelope. I stopped looking at the problem. I just was like, oh, hell, I will ignore it. I did not eat crazy, which is good, because I probably wouldn't have lost 0.2. I probably would have gained at least that much. But I did let it go. And the good news there is that I have it figured out. And instead of derailing me, I'm just like, you know what? NaNoWriMo will happen next November. And so when I'm 30, instead of as a 29-year-old, I will write my first novel. And maybe I won't. Maybe I'll get it done before then on my own. But as far as NaNoWriMo goes, I will not be doing it this year because I only have so much focus. And besides my amazing family, my weight loss is my #1 priority. So, ta-da! Lost point 2. Oh, and finally, if anybody could send, if you pray, prayers, and if you just do good energy to my poor little cat, Darius. Darius Jean got in a little bit of a fight. So rough and completely butch. But apparently, a week and a half later, it turned into an abscess, and so she's got a big hole abscessing on her shoulder, and she's in pain. And we just started, like, I just found it last night, so I brought her to the vet, and keeping my fingers crossed and praying to God that it doesn't cost more than it already did, because it has not been bad cost-wise, but animal care can get really expensive really fast. So we're just praying that everything works and that she gets better and feels better soon. So any good energy that you can send to my little kitty cat, Darius Jane, she would really appreciate it. And so would I. And oh, and I'm really sorry I missed the conference for Melissa's 100-pound meltdown, and that's because, like I said, I stopped opening the bill. It was like weight loss was not on my mind. Last night was hectic and crazy. I don't even remember it. It just was like, this whole thing blows ass and I'm quitting. But I didn't quit, but that's how I felt. And so, you know, I didn't even realize it was Friday night. I did not even realize the conference was happening. It was like midnight last night, and I was like, oh hell. So I'm really sorry, and I'm going to do better next week. Girls, I promise. And I will make more videos, and I will be more on track, and I'm still going to try to kick this whole 20 and 10 ass, and we're going to get it done. So, there you go. I will talk to you all later, and hopefully I will see you at the live conference this week when I don't suck.